I'm going to be self-leveling this floor. Got these guys up. Put some foam in there and kind of whatever I had just to fill up the cracks so it didn't slide through. Already vacuumed all this up. And I'm just gonna put some primer on there, wait a little bit, and then do a self-leveling. Just gonna self-level to that guy and I'll chip it out later. All right, that was that. So a lot of clumps around here. It's super unlevel, so I was kind of expecting that, but might give it a couple extra hours or so. And manipulate it a little bit. This guy, I don't have no fancy self-leveling concrete, so I'm using a drywall knife, a 12-inch drywall knife, 14-inch, something like that. Well, should have started pushing this guy first. You can see where I tried to scrape it a little bit. It was not moving. This shit was already setting. All right, so there's a new plan. Bought these guys. It is not even close to what I need. It says applications more than 2 inches for like posts and stuff. Don't really care because all 6 of those bags cost me the exact same as one of the self-leveling bags. So I'm gonna try something else. Got some screws to the height that I want set. Okay, I have completely abandoned the plan. I am now going to self-level on top of this guy. So I'm leaving, it's probably hard to see, but I'm leaving at least a little bit, you know, 1/8 or so. I'm just trying to follow those screws all the way. Only got 2 more bags left, and I've rounded this corner, but I haven't gotten all the way over there. Pro tip, add the water before you start mixing. It helps you 10 times more. It's so much better. Just do it like that, or else you're just gonna be struggling trying to mix it and killing your batteries. So but the shit that I made super wet towards the end, it's hard to hold together a lot better. So if I were to do it again, I'd have a lot more water, and you know, hopefully I'd have less of this really patchy shit. Should have got an extra bag or 2 to fill up this guy, but it's not looking too terrible. Obviously you can see some of the rocks that are sticking up. I'm picking it up as I go. That back area, I had more energy, and then I kind of lost motivation throughout here, but You can see some of the primer is coming up through here. I'm sure it's gonna stay in the slab because I'm not gonna mess with this anymore. Started messing with that back there, and probably can't see, but well, yeah, you can. You can see where my scraper marks are, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much more, or at all. I'm just gonna leave it like this. So I think it's fairly level. Yet again, it's just carpet going on here, so I'm not terribly worried. I'm a little concerned about these guys bubbling up, but if it's not in the way of, you know, like a sofa is gonna be here, so I don't feel like anybody's gonna feel this. So might get a couple extra bags to finish that up, but that's pretty much it. I'm gonna check back in to see a little bit later and see what happened, but other than that, it's not looking terrible. So this is a couple weeks after the project. Turned out fairly well. I mean, right here is pretty good, but there's a little lip right here, but I had to cut this down and cap it anyway, so might just do a little stuff. I'm not sure, because I did this second patch a couple days after I did this first area, and it's pretty rough. I'm sure I can, you know, sand it down or grind it down a little bit to make it a little more even, but I mean, you can really tell. And you can kind of tell when you're walking over it too. There's a big old divot. Did not do right. These are just my trowel marks. I mean, been working up in there, so there's a little bunch of shit on here, but there's also these guys still sticking up. So I've just been taking a trowel to them and kind of just running over them, just hoping they would chip out. Like I said earlier, if I were to do it again, I would make this rocky shit a lot more wet. It seemed to really stick together. I think I just made it a little too dry. Just created a little, it was just too dry, and it just wasn't as wet, so I couldn't manipulate it as much. And then back here isn't terrible transition. I'm probably just gonna leave this. I mean, it's still it was just very uneven. I mean, like over here is almost closer to flat, and then over here is still a half-inch quarter, so I'm gonna leave it. It's just carpet. It's still my first project doing the self-leveling, so didn't turn out too terrible. If I were to do it again, I would get more bags than I need, so I don't have this issue to run into, because now I gotta figure something out. It was very hard leveling from place to place with that 1/8 inch available, or 1/8 inch maneuver, 1/8 inch that can move. So me chipping this out too, so I didn't fully get back in there. So, but it didn't turn out too bad for first project, and it was significantly cheaper than it could have been. So not too shabby.